Hello and welcome to our predictions for SummerSlam 2018. We're all going to take it in turns to predict each match, give a little 20-second short and sweet explanation for each bout. So let's see what we think. Raw Tag Team Champions, the B Team versus the Revival. I'm not actually sure on this one. I think I'm going to say the B Team. I don't think the reign's going to end just yet. I do want the Revival to win, but I don't think the titles are going to change hands on the kickoff show. Yeah, I'm going to go the B Team.
B Team versus the Revival. B Team's run has been fun, very fun indeed, but I think it's going to end here, and I'm thinking the Revival are going to take the titles off them.
Rusev and Lana versus Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega. Again, I don't really know. Maybe Aiden English will come out and cost Rusev and Lana the match, or maybe he'll come out and actually kind of win them the match. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to say Rusev and Lana to win, with Aiden English actually helping them this time around.
Andrade and Zelina Vega against Rusev and Lana on the kickoff show. This one, I think it's no-brainer. It will go to Andrade and Zelina Vega, and Rusev is going to be screwed over, probably accidentally instead of intentionally, by Aiden English, and it will lead to Andrade and Zelina picking up the win.
Cruiserweight Champion Cedric Alexander versus Drew Gulak. First of all, I'm a little bit pissed off that this has been moved to the kickoff show, but hopefully they'll still kind of steal the show in terms of match quality. I think they are very capable. I'm going to say Gulak. I'm a big fan of Gulak. I think Cedric has held the title for a few months now. I think I'm going to say Gulak to become the new Cruiserweight Champion.
Cedric versus Drew Gulak. Hopefully this one doesn't get bumped down to the pre-show. I can see it getting bumped, but I hope it stays on the main card to give the Cruiserweights a nice little bit of spotlight, because 205 Live is actually really good right now. And I don't think Drew Gulak's going to be the guy to beat Cedric. I think Cedric's going to retain.
I think we're going to get a new Cruiserweight champion. I think Drew Gulak is going to beat Cedric Alexander. I mean, Cedric's had an half-decent run, to be honest, but I do think he's only champion because the amount of people who have left or got injured. But I think Drew should be a really good champion, and I think he deserves his moment. He's really stood out over the last 3 to 5 months as a really good worker, and could potentially be a great face of that 205 Live division. So Gulak, new champion.
Finn Balor versus Constable Baron Corbin. I literally couldn't give a fuck. Finn Balor.
Balor versus Corbin, number 65. It depends. If Balor, they actually want to bring back the Demon, which we haven't seen in a year, then Finn's obviously going to win. But if he's just regular old Finn, I think Baron Corbin's going to nick this one.
Balor versus Constable Corbin. A rematch from Raw, and the Raw before that, and the Raw before that, and the Raw before that. I feel like we've seen this match so many times that making a prediction is kind of pointless. But I think Baron's the guy. I think they're earmarking him for bigger and better things. So I'm going to go with Baron Corbin to win this match and cap off the feud with a bit of luck, please, because I'm just sick of seeing it. Sick of seeing it. Constable Corbin with the win.
SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Bludgeon Brothers versus the New Day. The Bludgeon Brothers.
Bludgeon Brothers versus New Day. This is one I really don't know, and I don't think there's an obvious answer to, because they could obviously keep the title on the Bludgeon Brothers, because they've been tearing through the whole tag team division, but I do think they might have run their course as champions, and they do like New Day, and New Day are just like a nice simple team to just reset the status quo. I'm actually going to go New Day to win this one.
SmackDown Tag Team Championships, the Bludgeon Brothers versus the New Day, and I just don't want another New Day reign, to be honest. I think they're done as far as I'm concerned, so I'm hoping that the Bludgeon Brothers retain. Not really a feud I'm hugely invested in, so there's no real further thoughts, but I just don't want another New Day reign. It's same old, same old. Boring, boring, boring as far as I'm concerned, and I think there's more to come from the Bludgeon Brothers.
SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella versus Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. I know you're probably going to think I'm an awful person for this, but I'm going to say Carmella to retain. I think Charlotte and Becky will probably cancel each other out, and we might get Charlotte versus Becky at Evolution. And that leaves Carmella to retain, unfortunately. Who does she face next? I don't know. Naomi still exists, so maybe her. She did win the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal after all. Literally not been on TV since then, but I think, yeah, Carmella will retain. Not overly chuffed, but yeah.
Carmella, Charlotte and Becky. This should be Becky's time. It should be, if you have any sort of brain cells, you'd give your most popular woman the title here. But they don't, so they're not going to, and Charlotte's going to win.
SmackDown Women's Championship. Carmella, Becky Lynch, Charlotte, triple threat. I don't really care. I don't really care. It's really hard, and that's terrible for me to say, but I just don't. Screw it. Carmella to retain.
United States Champion Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy. I think Shinsuke is going to retain. I don't think he's held the title for long enough yet. The US title needs a long run. I think we might see Randy Orton possibly attack Nakamura after the match, because he's been a bit weird lately, hasn't he? I think he's going to do the whole I'm Randy Orton, I do what I want thing, and attack Nakamura after the match.
Nakamura versus Hardy. Obviously Shinsuke's going to retain here. There's going to be some sort of Randy Orton involvement that's going to screw Jeff, and Shinsuke's going to walk away with the belt.
United States Championship match. New champion, Shinsuke Nakamura, defends against the former champion, Jeff Hardy. Shinsuke to retain all day long for me. I think Jeff will move on to a feud with Randy. That doesn't need the championship. And I think Shinsuke could be a great United States champion. I think they're going to be closely comparing the two reigns of Nakamura and Styles. So I fully expect Nakamura to take that championship all the way to WrestleMania as well.
Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens for the Money in the Bank contract. Now, Braun Strowman is getting to Roman Reigns levels with me, to the point where I actively dislike him every time he comes on TV. This whole storyline's been a bit of a mess. Kevin Owens is the one that everyone feels sorry for, and I think I'm going to go with a Kevin Owens victory, possibly via a DQ. So that Owens gets the briefcase, but Strowman is, kept semi-strong, a similar way to what they did at Extreme Rules with the cage match, just less stupid bumps. And I think I'm going to go with Kevin Owens to win and win the Money in the Bank contract.
Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens with the Money in the Bank briefcase on the line. Please let Kevin Owens win it. Please, he will be so much better with that briefcase than Braun Strowman. Just the possibilities are endless. Nothing either one of these two dudes is ending the night as Universal Champion, but hey ho. But yeah, I'm hoping that Owens wins. Head says Strowman because it's Braun Strowman, but my heart and my main prediction is going to be for Kevin Owens to take the briefcase from Braun Strowman.
Intercontinental Champion Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins. I would have said Dolph Ziggler to win and then Drew McIntyre to attack him after the match, but that was before Dean Ambrose made his return this Monday on Raw. So I'm not entirely sure who's going to win this one. Now, I think Dolph will probably still take it. I don't think we're going to see a heel turn from Ambrose or anything like that. If we do, it will be on the Raw after. I don't think we're going to see Drew turn on Dolph either, now that Ambrose is there. But I am going to go with another Dolph retention. He's not held the title long enough. I don't think Seth really needs it again. I'd rather see him be pushed into the Universal title picture, so I think Dolph is going to retain.
Ziggler versus Rollins. I think the Ziggler run was a nice little thing to get him on Raw, get him established, but I don't think there's a long-term plan for it. So I think they will probably just hotshot the belt back onto Seth.
Ziggler versus Rollins for the Intercontinental Championship. I think there's more to be done with Ziggler and McIntyre with that championship. So I think Ziggler to retain. And I'm hoping that Seth does move on to bigger things and faces the Universal Champion, whoever that will be, by the end of the night. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, definitely Ziggler to retain and move into a program with Drew McIntyre.
Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. This is a very interesting one. I do think Daniel Bryan's going to re-sign with WWE, which means they're probably going to have another match some point soon. I'd rather they didn't. I'd rather keep them separate, but I'm not sure that's entirely possible. I think the only way for this feud to continue... No, there's multiple ways. I think Daniel Bryan wins. Yeah, I'm going to say Daniel Bryan. I'm also really looking forward to this match, just to put that out there. In my kind of ideal fantasy booking world, The Miz will go on to win the Royal Rumble. By that point, or by WrestleMania at least, Daniel Bryan will be WWE Champion, and we'll get Daniel Bryan versus The Miz in a WWE Championship match in the main event of WrestleMania. Doubt that's going to happen, but that's kind of my own fantasy booking brain coming into play there. But either way, I think Bryan takes it this Sunday.
Bryan versus Miz is up in the air, obviously, because of Bryan's contract situation. If he hasn't re-signed, obviously Miz is going to beat him and cheat him out. But my mindset is obviously that Bryan will re-sign. He has re-signed, and if that's the case, I do see Bryan winning this.
By far the best story on the show, Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. I don't even know how long this feud's been building up for. Since Bryan's NXT days, I guess, when it was a game show, Miz was his pro. I think it's been building since then, and there's real life heat between the two. The promo work going back and forth, especially on the Miz's part, has been absolutely fantastic. I would love for Daniel Bryan to win, because obviously I love Daniel Bryan, but I think the Miz is going to win this one. I think the Miz will win, and I don't know, it might drag out, it might not, but Miz to win.
Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss versus Ronda Rousey. Now, they could easily do some Stephanie McMahon related bullshit with this and make sure Alexa wins and retains, but I think I'd rather just Ronda win. I'd rather just Ronda win in 20 seconds or less. Just absolutely batter Alexa. That's what I want out of this match. I think Ronda's going to win. Ronda Rousey is my prediction.
Alexa Bliss versus Ronda Rousey. Pretty much a given that I think Ronda is going to take this one. I don't think it's actually going to be a squash match like most people are expecting. They're going to do the whole thing where Alexa runs around and then Ronda gets in the ring and she cheap shots her. So Alexa's going to get some heat in. She's not going to get squashed, but Ronda, of course, will still win.
Alexa Bliss versus Ronda Rousey for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. I don't think it's Ronda's time. I think they're saving her crowning moment for the Revolution pay-per-view. I'm going to go with Alexa Bliss to retain, because like I say, it's a little bit too soon for Ronda. I think the match itself will be great, but like I said, I think the main crowning moment for Ronda will be at the new Revolution pay-per-view.
WWE Champion AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. Now this is an interesting one because I'm a bit bored of AJ Styles' title reign. I think he either needs a heel turn or to drop the belt, and I don't see a heel turn with this thing with Samoa Joe, so the only logical way for me is to put the belt on Samoa Joe, and to be honest, I think that's going to happen. My prediction is that we're going to leave SummerSlam with a new WWE Champion, and that man is going to be the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe.
Styles versus Joe. I've got this one penciled in surely to be the match of the night. All the matches in TNA against each other were great. They've yet to fight each other in WWE, so I'm sure this is going to be a big match. And I've got AJ to retain because he's the cover star for the new video game. He's on fire, and I don't think they want to take the title off AJ just yet. I think they want to hold it a little bit longer. So yeah, AJ Styles for the win.
It's 2018, and the main WWE Championship feud is between two top TNA guys, which is very strange to see, but I'm happy. I think it's going to be the match of the night. I think it's going to be the best performance we're going to see across the whole of SummerSlam, in my opinion. Samoa Joe has been cutting badass promo after badass promo. He just, bar Paul Heyman, is the best promo guy in WWE right now. AJ Styles is probably the best worker they have, so this for me has been one of the more interesting feuds. It's one of the few that's kept me going week on week, but I've got to say AJ Styles to retain because he's the phenomenal one. They've been building up the length of his reign so far. I'm very happy for AJ Styles to take it all the way to WrestleMania and drop it there. I don't think it's Samoa Joe's time right now. Samoa Joe has been unfortunate in the sense that he's been like a placeholder in the Universal title and WWE feuds, but I just don't think it's Joe's time. I think AJ's the man. He's going to take it all the way to Mania.
Universal Champion Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Now, I think Brock Lesnar's going to win. might come as a shock to some of you, maybe not to some of you, but I think Brock's going to win. I think he's going to leave SummerSlam as the Universal Champion. I do, however, think that he's going to be cashed in on the Raw after SummerSlam. I think we should let Twitter just completely have a meltdown for 24 hours. Holy Brock Lesnar's still champion, I thought he was leaving to UFC, what the f***, another year of this. But yeah, I think let Twitter go mental for 24 hours, be absolutely hilarious, and then just have maybe Kevin Owens cashes in on the Raw afterwards. That is what I would like from this whole scenario. I think Brock Lesnar is going to walk out of SummerSlam with the Universal Championship.
Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar part 17. I actually think it's pretty much a given that Brock is going to beat Roman in this match, because they're going to do the whole shocking thing where they swerve you all again. But I do think Braun is going to cash in, and so Braun will leave with the title, but the winner of Brock versus Roman will be Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. It's an interesting one. He's going to defend his championship for the first time since April, which is interesting. Yeah, I'm going to go with Brock to retain. Yeah. I know it's kind of looking like an easy Roman win because of the amount of times that Roman's tried, and you think, well, finally this is going to be the time Reigns wins it. But I don't think either man is walking out of SummerSlam as Universal Champion. My prediction is for Brock to retain with a bit of Money in the Bank cash-in kerfuffle. So we shall see.
And that wraps up our predictions. Who do you agree or disagree with the most? Who are your predictions for SummerSlam? Let us know in the comments below. You can also follow us on Twitter at WrestleVisionYT. You'll also get the quickest video notifications, all that good jazz. Make sure you also subscribe to the YouTube channel if you are new. Hit the notification bell. You will get regular uploads. We aim for 3 every week. If we can get more, then that is absolutely great as well. But yeah, subscribe, hit the like button as well, why not, if you enjoyed the video. Leave your comments below. What are your predictions for SummerSlam? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you the other side of SummerSlam. And remember, follow the vision.